So what was the first thing you thought, I can almost tick this one off the list straight away, they're going to go there?
I mean, it's hard to say. I mean,
There's just so many to choose from.
I loved, you know, I don't know if you guys have seen our new promo that came out yesterday, where I reenact my sax tape where I play the saxophone, and my sense was I wanted to sort of own that area comedically, you know, before they went there.
Yeah.
I wanted to stake my own claim. I was probably feeling like I honestly didn't want – I was more concerned about where they were going to go vis-a-vis what I would say in my rebuttal as opposed to what they would actually say about me, because I frankly wanted to just experience it as it happened and not put too much thought into it.
And some of the celebs roasting you, David Spade, Jewel, Jimmy Carr. I love Jimmy Carr. Who went the hardest on you?
Really hard to say. I think I got my hat handed to me by everybody. I think Spade was really rough on me. I think Jimmy Carr was really rough on me, who I didn't know at all. And I looked him up on Twitter and I saw his picture. And I was like, "Uh-oh, I'm fucked," because he looks like your caricature of a really smart, wicked Brit.
Mm-hmm.
So I just knew I was going to be eviscerated. And I also thought the sort of surprise of the evening was Jewel. I've always been a huge fan of hers, and she was so charismatic and easy and just killed up there.
Now, when you do mention, of course, you know, thankfully you go on the front foot with something like your sex tape, or I know that there's other jokes that are made about some of the other misdemeanors and court troubles you have had in the past. Does it sting, though, at any point? You know, because it's just relentless.
It is relentless, but, you know, I think part of the you know, part of the things that you want to end up at when you're, you know, my age is that, you know, I've earned the right to give no fucks. By the way, I don't know if we're live on TV. I don't know if I can say that or not.
Oh, you can
bleep it.
Yeah, go for it.
Honestly, that's where you hope to be. If you're not in your 50s and you're still caring what people think, you've done something wrong. And so I got a thick skin. You know, I got a marriage at 25 years, sober, 26, 2 great kids, fantastic career that I'm grateful for and love. So honestly, and I think you see it in the roast, I'm really having a good time. You know, it is what it is. It's like the old Dean Martin roast. Those guys got up there and they loved every minute of it.
Yeah,
and that's
sure.
sort of where I come in from it. You know.
And you've spoken about Donald Trump before, who, funnily enough, has also had a roasting. And he did something really kind to you. What are your thoughts about him becoming president?
Well, you know, whatever thought I have, I change the very next day because it's such a fluid race, and you know, we've never seen anything like it. I can only imagine what it's like to watch from your guys' perspective.
Indeed,
it's really a brave new world, you know. And whatever my thoughts are, it changes. I mean, I cannot wait for the debate. My main thought is I cannot wait for this first debate. It could be a train wreck, or it could be a debate that people will study for the next 100 years.
Would you ever consider doing it yourself, going into politics? It seems it's something that, you know, God bless America. If you want to do it, no one's going to stop you.
I will say this: the good takeaway that I have with Donald Trump running is that it is now sort of acceptable for anyone to run, and I think that's a good thing. I mean, our founding fathers weren't career politicians. They had businesses and they had empires and they had things like that. It wasn't, you didn't have to be a professional politician. And I think it's really healthy to have someone who's achieved something else in their lives. And I'm not necessarily referring to Donald in particular. I'm speaking more generally, sort of enter into the public arena. So that part's really a good thing, I think.
Do you ever get tired of being so handsome?
Yeah. Well, listen, if I didn't get tired of it after getting hammered for it for an hour and a half, what I love is they figured out a way to make being handsome a bad thing. That's how good these roasters are.
I like the fact that it's kind of something you've embraced now. You know, starting out in your career in movies like, you know, The Outsiders or St. Elmo's Fire, you know, you're the handsome heartthrob love interest. And in more recent years, we've seen you take on this wonderful comedic role, Parks and Recreation in particular. What a gift that was. Is that an intentional thing, or is it just as you get older, it's just a nice thing to not have to just rely on your looks? Just let people know, hey, look, I can be a funny bastard too.
You know, it's funny. I mean, I think it all probably started when I hosted Saturday Night Live, and then I did that 3 times, and then it went into the Wayne's World and the Austin Powers, and then Parks and Rec, and then The Grinder, which I'm really proud of, incidentally. And I always hoped to be the kind of actor that could do both and be accepted in both. And you know, The Grinder ended early, and I'm now on a show called Code Black, which is a complete 180. It is an absolute no holds barred drama, and to go from one to the other to both swings of the pendulum, that's dude, as an actor, that's the best thing you can hope for, and I'm really grateful that I could do it.
Well, for all the highs and lows, you have done a tremendous job of it. And look, a well-earned roast. It is indeed an honour, and we look forward to seeing the outcome. Comedy Central's Roast with Rob Lowe. It's going to air here in Australia, 8:30 September 6th.
I'm so happy that my friends down under are going to get to have a chance to see it. I hope everybody tunes in.
Indeed. It'll be on the Comedy Channel, and in the spirit of every good roast, thanks for joining us, Rob Lowe. That was Shithouse.
Thank you.